Good evening, everyone. I'm Fred Lee, your MC for the evening. Let's get this party started. And may I say, you all look wonderful. It is absolutely my pleasure to welcome you to Inspire Health's 5th annual A Night to Inspire Gala, presented by our good friends, Peer Pharmacy. I've had the privilege of attending and participating in the previous 4 galas, and it always makes me proud to see an event grow and evolve, and I'm particularly proud to see this year's creativity during a very challenging pandemic. I take my hat off to the committee and the organization for their incredible efforts to make this unique evening possible. Some of you are joining us for the very first time. Welcome to the Inspire Health family. I'm always happy to welcome newcomers that are finding out more about the wonderful work that this organization is doing. And for those of you that have been with us in past years, welcome back. This year, I'm happy to have my co-MC return to join me for the evening. She, of course, doesn't need an introduction. She is the evening news anchor at CTV and a community leader. Please welcome the lovely Mi-Jung Lee. I'm so absolutely delighted to have you join us once again.
Thank you, Fred. I'm so thrilled to be here. When I got the invitation from Inspire Health, I knew I wanted to be here and once again to support such a wonderful cause.
I'm so touched because I know how busy you are. Not just raising a family and being the evening anchor, but of course, most recently covering the BC election.
Yeah, it has been a busy week. I don't think I'll be here for 6 hours like I was for the election, but I am so happy to be here.
Well, this is the party where everyone wins. We would like to start by acknowledging that our work takes place on the traditional territory of the Musqueam, Squamish, and Tsleil-Waututh First Nations. We would also like to acknowledge the ancestral lands on which you, our guests, are joining us from as well. Normally, Mi-Jung and I would get to see all your lovely faces, your beautiful dresses, and fabulous shoes, just like the pair that Mi-Jung is wearing. But this year, you may have noticed, looks a little different. We are gathered in living rooms across the province, and even if you're wearing your Lulus, your favorite pair of jeans, or you're wearing nothing at all, you all look fantastic. The format of tonight's event is a first and very different from past galas. Tonight has been months in the making and would not be possible without the support of our sponsors, staff, dedicated volunteers, and of course, you. While we are all following protocols and remain socially distanced, more than ever, we have all come together committed to helping those on their cancer journey. We hope to move you tonight, move you to give, and we have a number of ways for all of us to do so. First, you can call 1-888-734-7125 to make a pledge. Go to inspirehealth.ca to donate online, or text Inspire Health toll-free to 855-800-4975. You can give at any time throughout this evening. You can also give by bidding on our online auction. I see that many of you have already been busy putting your bids on some amazing items and experiences. The online auction will continue throughout the evening and will close at 8:30 p.m. sharp. Feel free to go on your phone or your laptops to bid and bid often. Super easy. All you have to do is go to inspirehealth.cbo.io to start bidding. Once again, that's inspirehealth.cbo.io. Get those bid in and bid often.
Well, this year, instead of a live auction, we have some wonderful premium items and packages featured at the top of the auction page. Now, this includes a private gourmet dinner for 10 at the Bill Reed Gallery, catered by the Lazy Gourmet, valued at $5,000. And you have until the end of 2021 to use this package. We also have a beautiful Tanzanite and diamond necklace that I am so lucky to be wearing tonight. I don't get to keep it, do I, Fred? Now, it's valued at over $7,500. Fred, did you know that Tanzanite, it's actually one of the rarest gems on Earth?
No, I didn't, but can I say it looks beautiful on you, and perhaps your husband should put a bid in. Ladies, get those bids going for that beautiful necklace. Gentlemen, you may want to step up and make this a wonderful gift for that someone special. And may I remind everyone, Christmas is just around the corner.
Now, during our lifetime, nearly 1 in 2 Canadians will be diagnosed with cancer. As our population ages, the number of cancer cases are expected to rise. Last year, almost 30,000 people were diagnosed with cancer in BC. With centres in Vancouver, Victoria, and Kelowna, as well as a strong virtual presence across BC since COVID-19, Inspire Health provides critical support to those on their journey. Services such as stress reduction, counseling, exercise therapy, and nutritional learning that are all free of charge. I'd like to now introduce the CEO of this amazing organization that does so much to support cancer patients in this province. Please welcome Lavina Chera.
Thank you for joining us this evening to help raise funds for Inspire Health. Our mission is to inspire people affected by cancer, to enhance their quality of life and well-being by integrating wisdom and evidence-informed practices that support the mind, body, and spirit. In this past year, Inspire Health continued to offer an array of free support services to meet the needs of cancer patients and to fill the gaps in supportive care that many experience in their cancer journey. In the spring, as the world came to a standstill due to COVID-19, Inspire Health began an extraordinary transition to 100% online programming to continue serving our highly vulnerable and often elderly cancer community. Within days, patients were able to connect virtually with doctors, counselors, dietitians, and exercise therapists, and we began to offer daily online programming and classes. The immediate uptake in our online services was telling. In a time of great uncertainty, cancer patients were actively seeking our support, and within weeks, we saw a considerable increase in the need for our services. Cancer patients have especially felt the impact of social distancing and isolation, and many have expressed the toll that this has taken on them mentally, emotionally, and physically. These patients have shared how grateful they are for the support that they are receiving from Inspire Health at this time. But now, more than ever, we must continue increasing our impact, not just in our urban communities, but also in rural and remote areas in every corner of the province, so that every cancer patient can receive the support they need to live their best life possible, even with a cancer diagnosis. We can't do this without you. We need your support to make this happen. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank all of our amazing sponsors, volunteers, and staff that have helped to bring this unique gala to life. And thank you also to our gala committee led by the wonderful Faye Wong. A special thank you also to the BC Ministry of Health and to the Laurie and John Hecht Memorial Foundation. And thank you to each of you watching from home this evening. We are incredibly grateful for your support.
As I get older, I am more in touch with nature, and this is where I am. I love the beauty of Vancouver, the expanse, the access to all the hiking and beauty. It's just the beauty. I'm Shivraj Pannu, and you can call me Shiv. People call me Shiv, and I live in Vancouver. I grew up in Hong Kong, and I did my schooling in Hong Kong and India. I lived in Toronto, I've lived in Belgrade, I've moved around, and I've moved myself. My mom had breast cancer in 2009. She always told me to go and get myself checked, and I didn't. I was late 40s. I went in to see my GP because I had a lump on my right breast, and she said, why don't we just go get a biopsy? The biopsy came positive. There's so many feelings. Shock was number one, and all I wanted to do was get it out. I would look around and see people and say, wow, do they know what I'm going through? Will they ever know? Will they? But everyone has their own. After I got my diagnosis, the lady at Mount St. Joseph, she gave me a leaflet for Inspire Health. She said, this will help you. And I took it. I called, after I got my diagnosis, I called Inspire the next day. And I was here, and I never missed coming here during my treatment. It was so great. Inspire Health had everything. You come into this place, and it's non-medical looking, and it's just warmth right away. I just knew this was for me to go through the journey. During COVID, I could not believe how much organization, time, and effort really went into virtual classes. We need this during our cancer journey and COVID times. We need this remote connection through virtual classes. The level of care you get, it's really top-notch. I myself as well donate as much as I can, and every donation helps, really does. But I always know people who get a cancer diagnosis, and I just say, Inspire Health, call them. I just feel I can get through anything.
Thank you, Shiv, so much for sharing your touching story. You know, there are many cancer patients struggling during COVID-19. The isolation they feel is real, and the impact on their mental health has been significant. The need is great.
That's right, Mi-Jung. This year, more than ever, we need your support. We come to an important part of the evening where we invite you to support Inspire Health and people like Shiv. Tonight's Fund a Need will provide funding for critical programs at Inspire Health. Guests at home, once again, there are many ways for you to give tonight. Call 1-888-734-7125 to make a pledge. Go to inspirehealth.ca to donate online, or text Inspire Health toll-free to 855-800-4975. Please make a donation right now. This is your chance to make a difference. Our goal tonight is to raise $100,000. I am going to invite all of you at home to give at 4 levels: $10,000, $5,000, $1,000, and $500. You will receive a tax receipt for the full amount of your gift, and 100% of your donation goes directly to Inspire Health. You will benefit come tax time. Inspire Health and folks like Shiv and others will benefit starting tonight. Again, a special thank you to the number of individuals who have already pledged their support for Inspire Health. Here we go. Let's get this party started. Are my volunteers ready? Yes, they're ready. Woohoo! Are you ready at home? Yes, here we go. Let's begin with $10,000. the $10,000 level. Did you know that Inspire Health is only partially funded by the BC Ministry of Health? As Faye mentioned earlier, they still need to raise $1 million yearly in order to provide supportive care services to cancer patients. Do we have a donation of $10,000? Oh, the magic of live TV. We have $10,000 from the Lottie and John Heck Foundation. Thank you so much to John and Lottie Heck. $10,000. That is fantastic. Any more at $10,000? We are off to a great start. Our next level is $5,000. Who would like to pledge at $5,000? A $5,000 donation supports the Life program at Inspire Health for 1 month. In the Life program, patients learn about stress reduction, exercise, nutrition, meditation, healthy sleep practices, support groups, and healthy communication. These are all those wraparound services that we can provide those on their cancer journey. During COVID, Inspire Health is still offering the Life program fundamentals through programs and workshops online. Who would like to make a gift at $5,000? Yes, we have a donation of $5,000. Yes, we have another donation of $5,000 from the Somerset Foundation. That is absolutely fantastic. Let's make some noise. Yes, that is absolutely amazing. Let's keep it going. Our next level is $1,000. $1,000. Did you know that Inspire Health is incurring significant costs in order to provide their programs and services virtually? And did we mention they're offered at no cost? And that since COVID-19, the need is so great that the Inspire Health has seen their patient visitations double. The need is great. Who would like to make a donation at the $1,000 level? Here we go. Make some noise. Our volunteers are putting their names on the screen. And they're passing them to me as well. We've got Conrad Mock and Linda Harrison,
Yes.
each committing $1,000. Amazing. We have an anonymous donation at $1,000. Make some noise, everyone. Jenny Lee, thank you so much. $1,000. Yes, I see your name. Alnesh Mohan, $1,000. That is amazing. Any more at $1,000? Wow. Unbelievable. All right. Have I missed anyone? I'm good. Our next level is $500. Who would like to show their love for Inspire Health at $500? Did you know that Inspire Health pivoted so quickly after COVID-19 hit that there was no pause or gap in services during the transition to their online programming? That is truly amazing. Our clients were at the forefront, and it was most important for Inspire Health to continue delivering those services to our cancer clients. We have $500 from David Miller. Thank you so much. $500 from Elsie Farzadeh. $500 from an anonymous donor. That is amazing. And Mijang, we have $800 from an anonymous donor. That is amazing. Everyone make some noise.
Woo!
We are off to a great start. That was absolutely incredible. We are getting closer to our goal. Once again, it's $100,000. Thank you to everyone. Give yourselves a big round of applause. Of course, you can give at any time throughout the show. Any level, any amount, no donation is too small. And if you have not made a donation yet, don't worry. We have more amazing stories to share that I'm sure will inspire you. Truly amazing. Thank you. Over to you, Mijang.
All right, thank you, Fred. What an exciting start to the evening. Now, when you talk with patients who have been supported by Inspire Health, they'll tell you time and time again that one of the reasons their experience was so impactful is because of the caring and compassionate staff. They're incredibly dedicated and committed to helping cancer patients live their best life possible. And I'd like to introduce our next guest, clinical counselor Fiona Thatcher, to share her path to Inspire Health.
I chose to be at Inspire Health because the minute I came in, there was a real valuing of people. My name is Fiona Thatcher, and I'm a registered clinical counselor and art therapist. My role at Inspire Health is to support patients with sort of social, emotional needs. My family, it's my husband and myself, and we have 3 sons. 2 of them are in school in Toronto, and then 1 is living in Halifax. My road to Inspire Health began in 2014 when our eldest son Matthew was diagnosed with leukemia. He was 18 at that time, and he was in his last year of high school. We were caught by surprise, as many people are, and many of the patients I talked to. And luckily, he was actually really good at telling us what he needed. He was really wise. And it's been one of the gifts, I think, to be able to support people here at Inspire Health, because he showed me how to really lean into your inner guidance system and that inner place of wisdom. I think those lessons have been incredibly helpful in being here at Inspire Health and being with our patients. I think I chose to be at Inspire Health because the minute I came in, I just could feel this really deep alignment between what was shared around what was important here. I chose art therapy because of this sort of beautiful way that I believe creativity has supported me in my life. I believed it could, support other people's healing, and I was so appreciative that Inspire Health embraced that and welcomed it. The anxiety and grief that is being experienced across Canada and around the world with this coronavirus pandemic is even more acute for the patients that we serve. It's not an easy thing to take really personal services and make them work online, and I think we've done a really wonderful job of meeting that. The best thing a patient has ever said to me is, what we did mattered and made a difference in their life. And I've heard it in many different ways, and sometimes I see it in art that people have shared. Sometimes it's in words. There's just many ways that I have noticed and felt that, but yeah, just really realizing that there's so much meaning in what I do.
Thank you, Fiona, for sharing your heartfelt story. I'd like to now introduce our honorary chair for tonight's gala. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the lovely Faye Wong.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us tonight during this most unusual time in our history as a country. Most of us know of a friend or loved one who has had to face cancer. My late husband, Milton, was diagnosed with advanced pancreatic cancer a few years ago. Being diagnosed with cancer is overwhelming for the patient and the family. It was particularly difficult for our family because Milton's sister had passed away from the same disease just a few months before his diagnosis. Milton was the kind of person who would approach problems and projects with an open mind, looking for all-encompassing ways to come to a solution. At a time when our family was feeling worried and unsure, Inspire Health's holistic approach provided the care and support that our family needed to face the challenge of cancer. Since then, Inspire Health has continued to help thousands of cancer patients with their own cancer journeys. When you first enter Inspire Health's doors, the calm and peacefulness is immediately felt. They are a wonderful complete resource for exercise therapy, nutrition learning, stress reduction, and counseling support. They have a caring and very experienced staff of physicians, exercise therapists, dietitians, and clinical counselors, all working for the benefit of the patient and the family, large and small. This made Milton and the family feel supported and comforted by their positive attitudes. They provide programs and services for the body, mind, and spirit. Services such as one-on-one consultations. They offer group support programs and have a signature 2-day life program, which is the one in which our family participated. There's something for everyone. Each patient chooses the path that is right for them. We found that Inspire Health took the time to answer questions, gave us tools to help support the patient, such as cooking nutritious meals. It's truly a patient-centric approach. Earlier this year, as COVID-19 brought the world to a standstill, Inspire Health pivoted without missing a beat and continued to offer services to vulnerable and isolated cancer patients through an online platform. And if all this wasn't enough, did you know that these services are absolutely free, not only to patients, but to their families and support people as well? Inspire Health is only partially funded by the Ministry of Health. It is still in need of $1 million a year in fundraised dollars. And that's why all of us are here tonight. I'd like to thank Pure Pharmacy, our presenting sponsor. Bob Mayer and Pure Pharmacy have a long history of supporting Inspire Health, and for that we are very grateful. A big thank you to all of you for joining us tonight and supporting Inspire Health. I hope that you enjoy your evening and you give generously from your heart. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Faye, for sharing that wonderful message.
Tonight is the biggest fundraiser for Inspire Health. And this year, more than ever, they need your support. COVID-19 has created unprecedented challenges for cancer patients and this organization. This is your chance to make a real difference. I invite all of you to give generously and to donate right now. Again, you can donate by calling 1-888-734-7125 to make a pledge. Go to inspirehealth.ca to donate online, or simply text Inspire Health toll-free to 855-800-4975. Please make a gift. I'm looking to my volunteers. Do we have more donations to share? Anyone? Any more? Yes, we do. Here we go. Make some noise, everyone. First, did you know that Inspire Health offers over 20 live and interactive classes and programs every week, including stress management and meditation sessions, yoga, exercise classes, cooking classes, and nutritional workshops. Truly amazing. Here, we got $5,000 from the Mofagian Foundation. Make some noise! Woo! We've got $2,000 from Lois Rhodes. Woo! Thank you. $1,000 from Deanna Powell. $1,000 from Joanna Zaparas. June and Hugh Richardson, thank you. $1,000. Another anonymous donation for $500. Pamela Goosen, $500. Renato Lim, $500. Marianne Gashnitz, $500. This is amazing. Thank you so much, everyone. Keep those donations coming in. I want to see our volunteers busy. Just a reminder as well that, of course, we also have the online auction that is going on until 8:30 this evening. So many great items for you to bid on. I'm going to share with you just a few. For all you sports fans out there, and I know you're out there, we have an autographed Quinn Hughes Vancouver Canucks jersey. For our Whitecaps fans, we have an autographed team ball. These are just some of the great gifts for that sports fan on your list. If you're an art enthusiast, you are absolutely in luck. We have some amazing paintings for you tonight from some renowned artists who have been inspired to support Inspire Health and the wonderful work that, of course, they do to help cancer patients. Any of these pieces I know would be a great addition to your collection, to your home or office. Some of the well-established artists include David Houghton, Al Kilburn, and Jean Crabadon. Thank you so much for your generosity. Please keep in mind that we don't have a live auction, but we still have some wonderful premium packages and items. They include, once again, a private gourmet dinner for 10 at the Bill Reed Gallery, courtesy of our friends, the Lazy Gourmet, who I know supplied many of the great at-home party kits that you're enjoying right now. That package is valued at $5,000. And of course, the beautiful Tanzanite and diamond necklace that is currently worn by Mi Jung, and it's valued at over $7,500. These can all be found online, so please bid and bid often. Thank you.
Thanks, Fred. I only get to wear this for another half hour, and hopefully people will be bidding high on this necklace. You know, given all the challenges that have been placed in our way this last year, some might ask, is Inspire Health still a priority? Do we really need them? Now, to answer this question, I'd like to introduce an important voice for cancer patients in Canada. Dr. Simon Sutcliffe is a clinical oncologist, having been past president and CEO of both the Princess Margaret Hospital, Ontario Cancer Institute, and the BC Cancer Agency. Dr. Sutcliffe's interest and involvement in integrated care has been wide and long-standing, and he's played a critical role on the board of Inspire Health, recently as board co-chair and now as a lifelong honorary advisor. Please welcome Dr. Simon Sutcliffe.
Thank you for that kind introduction. 2020 has been an unusual year. One thing it has clearly taught us is about living with uncertainty. Who would have thought that an illness with a 1% case fatality rate could so radically transform our social, our personal, our work and financial circumstances? Would we have believed in 2019 that our risk of illness and the impact of disease would be so dependent upon our actions and our choices, wearing masks, hand sanitation, social distancing, travel restrictions, and virtual work? COVID-19 has captured our attention as a disease, but its impact has been societal and far-reaching. It has hijacked our imagination by the imperative to find the cure for the disease, a vaccine, as the solution to the problem. Isn't this really the same with cancer? With cancer, aren't we seeking some certainty, something we can understand, adapt to, take charge of, and regain our balance of living life, rather than being captive to the disease and its treatment? Fortunately, we live in a country with a good healthcare system that responds well to the needs of our illnesses. But it has neither the time nor the capacity to overcome the uncertainties or to repair the damage that cancer inflicts upon our well-being, our aspirations, and our confidence. With COVID-19, the prevailing expectation is to go back to normal. The vaccine will be the answer. But for cancer, there is no going back. There is only going forwards towards a new normal with or after cancer. And where does the knowledge about rebuilding a life come from? Rebuilding a life is personal. There are no experts or consultants with off-the-shelf answers. There are only those who can share experience and those who can help us steer a course to our new normal by helping to find the right path forward. Cancer is a condition of uncertainty. We must have those doctors, nurses, and institutions who treat the disease. But we also need those who can help us regain control over our life with cancer. That is why we must ensure that the capability exists to recapture and rebuild our lives, the purpose of Inspire Health, creating an environment of informed choice, trust, and compassion, providing services to promote health awareness, healthy living, and well-being, and constantly looking to find alternative ways to overcome the challenges of giving care. Support services, travel, distance, cost, inconvenience, and even social distancing, such that we can value living our lives as highly as we value the cure of our cancer. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Simon, for sharing your wisdom and insight into the importance of supportive cancer care, especially during this very challenging time.
Now, recently, I had the pleasure of meeting an inspiring woman. Sandra Gerard sat down with me to share the story of her journey with cancer and Inspire Health. Hope you enjoy my inspired conversation with Sandra. Joining me now is Sandra Girard, who's had many years of experience with Inspire Health. Sandra, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. It's my pleasure.
Let's talk about a year ago. Take us back to a year ago. What happened with your diagnosis?
Well, I became reconnected with Inspire Health. You know, through the years, I still was involved, and I referred many people I knew that were going through that journey to Inspire Health. And I reconnected with them, and they never had a Gala committee. So I said, of course, don't say Gala to me and not ask me to be involved. I'd love to be involved. So, you know, I was happy to be back contributing to something that I believed in and passionate about, you know, the work that I've done in the past. And during that time, this time actually last year, I received a stage 4 rectal cancer diagnosis. And I could not attend the Gala in person because that week I was going through some testing and scans and everything and just thrown into the system. So, you know, I went back to them and said, you know, I can't attend and this is why. And I now need to come back as a patient and I need to know how to do that.
What about your husband? How was he through this?
Well, instantly he was, you know, like, we're going to get through this together. And he was with me when we did the 2-day life program at Inspire Health, which I think for him, again, I've always been the one in the family that's managed things. So, you know, I had to ask for help and say, I'm really struggling, you know, and then when he didn't know how to comprehend that, because we've been together 38 years, it was tools that we learned through Inspire Health, one, the life program, and also we did monthly counseling, and that I think was really critical.
What's the biggest difference Inspire Health has made for you and your family?
I think what Inspire Health for me is that safe, non-stressful place. Like, I mean, as soon as you even walk into the office, it feels good. And the tea's there waiting for you. And, you know, the welcoming spaces, it's so unlike going into a medical office. It's a place where people speak your language, or they help you learn that new language. I mean, really, it has become learning a new language and things that I never thought I would know more about, you know. And it became family, and I'm still friends with people that I did the life program with.
You received a stage 4 diagnosis a year ago. How are you doing now?
I am awesome. As my most recent MRI and PET scan show, everything is clear. There's no evidence of disease.
So, Sandra, for people who are watching this, maybe they've just received a cancer diagnosis or they know a loved one who has, what's your best advice to them?
Well, I think, working with your medical doctors, your oncologists, but also making that call to Inspire Health to be that additional support that helps you kind of navigate through that, amongst your appointments. And I think, the counseling is a big part of that. And the LIFE program is a huge part of that because it gives you the tools to deal with all those other things that you're dealing with.
Because there is fear.
There is fear, anxiety, totally, stress. It's time. It became my full-time job, and Inspire Health was a big part of helping me navigate through that.
So the pandemic has made perhaps some people forget about these other health issues that people are still struggling with. How important is it during this COVID-19 pandemic to not forget organizations like Inspire Health?
Now, and like everyone, Inspire Health has had to pivot as well. And I think that's what's amazing is now they can reach so many more people. And people now have, they're at home where they feel comfortable and they can reach out for those services. One, I was grateful I was able to do the LIFE program in person and meet some of the people that I'm still connected with through the program. But I think the online is really where so many of us are looking to for a positive thing. I mean, there's cooking classes, there's meditation, there's, exercise. There's so many things available to you. And, many people don't know about that. And that's why I think it's so critical, especially now. This is such an amazing organization that I've been a part of for over 18 years, personally volunteering, and now on my journey, that it is one of those things that needs the support, and it needs our volunteer hours, our donations. It's so critical in people's wellness journey.
Well, Sandra, it's great to hear the journey that you've been on and how positive you've been through it all, and what a difference Inspire Health has been. So thank you so much for sharing your story.
It's my pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sandra. Now, as a reporter and anchor for more than 20 years, I've written hundreds of stories. But 7 years ago, I started writing the hardest story I've ever had to write. I was getting ready to anchor the evening news, and an hour before going on air, my doctor called to give me my biopsy results. The lump I had found was cancer. Now, I did manage to read the news that day, but as difficult as that was, I knew it would be even harder to deliver the news to our sons who were 13 and 15 at the time. As a mom, it's really heartbreaking to see your teenage boys trying to hold back the tears and be brave for their mom. Now, I ended up having 2 lumpectomies and a mastectomy, and at times the fear and the pain and the anxiety is pretty overwhelming. But in the midst of this crisis, I was fortunate to have friends and family to support me. Wonderful meals appeared on our doorstep. People prayed for me. Friends who had gone through their own breast cancer journeys walked with me for hours while I healed. Now, they were vital for my physical and emotional recovery, and exercise was really key to improving my well-being. Research shows how exercise can improve outcomes for cancer patients. I promised that I would one day reach out to others struggling with cancer. Lucky for me, I have a job that involves putting stories on TV, so I had a platform to reach out to people. When I went back to work, I did stories about my experience, about the risk of breast density and pushing for women to be notified if the mammogram might miss the cancer. I was immediately contacted by so many women who had also been diagnosed, and they were scared. I told some of them to call Inspire Health. I had heard about Inspire Health from my friend Dr. Rhonda Lowe. She told me about the integrated approach to healing. Now, there are some aspects of cancer that are out of our hands, and that loss of control can be frightening, but there are things we can do to feel better. So thank you for being here tonight to support Inspire Health, for supporting the thousands of people that turn to Inspire Health. It's an organization that walks beside them. It shines a light on a path that can be really dark and lonely, but it doesn't need to be. So please give generously tonight, and thank you for being with us this evening.
Thank you, Mi-jung, for sharing your very personal story. Thank you to Sandra Gerard for sharing hers, a volunteer of Inspire Health who later became a client. I know that Inspire Health is honored to have both of you be part of this gala once again. They really couldn't think of anyone more perfect to co-MC this beautiful evening than you, Mi-jung. It really means the world to us to have you share your story, and I just want to say thank you to you and for sharing the stage with me. As you know, we are here tonight to raise money for Inspire Health, to help people that have been down similar journeys as Mi-jung's, Shiv's, and Sandra's. So I invite all of you to give generously, and please give now. Once again, please call 1-888-734-7125 to make a pledge, or go to inspirehealth.ca to donate online, or text Inspire Health toll-free to 855-800-4975. Do we have more donations? Yes, we do. Here's a member of our volunteer team. This is amazing. All right, I see we run out of space on the whiteboard, so we're gonna go back to pen and paper. We have an anonymous gift of $5,000. Thank you so much. From the Charles Hotel, $1,000. Thank you so much. Bob Weens, $1,400. Thank you. George Gaffney, $1,000. Diane Dupuis, $1,000. Robert Woolard, $1,000. The Hewlin family, $500. Tessa Hartnell, $500. Vision Optometry Clinic, $500. We have another anonymous donation, $500. Did you know that if you have a past or present cancer diagnosis, you can attend Inspire Health classes, programs, and one-on-one consultations free of charge? Free of charge. And no referral is required. These are just some of the examples of the incredible work that Inspire Health offers those on their cancer journey. Oh, I see my volunteer. There's more gifts. All right, we've got Marguerite Collins Olding. She's a colleague. Thank you so much for your donation. $500. Anna Narati, I hope I got that right. $500. Ellen and Jonathan Mark, $500. Another anonymous donation, $500. Joni McMaster, $500. Enduring Construction, $500. Truly amazing. Let's keep those donations coming. There's still time to get your bids in. And of course, go to inspirehealth.cbo.io for all the amazing auction items and experiences. Something tells me I'm going to share a few more of those highlights right now. We have a 2-night escape in a Chateau Victoria's penthouse suite. It includes gift certificates to Vista number 18 restaurant, Shine Cafe, and the Board Game Cafe. Or have the perfect girls' weekend or family getaway at Taku Resort and Marina on Quadra Island. You will enjoy a 3-night stay in a deluxe 2-bedroom beach house. Includes a 1-hour boat ride around Quadra Island's most beautiful coast. And of course, don't forget about our feature item that you can steal right off of Mi-jung's net.
It's going to be hard.
That is the Tanzanite, one of the hardest source gems on Earth. And this gem is surrounded by 40 brilliant cut diamonds held on a 14-karat white gold chain. It is truly spectacular and valued at over $7,500. Come on, folks, let's get those bids in, bid it up. I know we can do even better. I just say treat yourself to something nice while supporting a wonderful organization.
It'll be sad to have to give
Oh,
this up,
yes.
though, Fred. Now I'd like to introduce our musical guest for the evening. She's a former patient of Inspire Health. She's a composer, pianist, and recording artist, inspired to create beautiful concert journeys that have in part been influenced by her own cancer journey. We're so lucky to once again have her grace us with her inspirational music. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the incredibly talented Ms. Laurie Ann Speed.
Hi, everyone. I'm so delighted to be with you at this time. I'm a two-time cancer survivor, and I sometimes think about all the music I've had the joy of writing because I survived. I'm honored to play you my music. Thank you so much for listening. The piece I'd like to play for you is called Last Spring. It's about love. And I wrote it in the springtime during treatment. It means a lot to me. I hope it speaks to you as well.
3, 2, 1. Thank you, Laurie, for that incredibly moving piece. Ladies and gentlemen, our night is coming to a close, and we first would like to just thank all of you for joining us virtually tonight. We hope this evening has inspired you to give, and to give generously. It's still not too late to donate. Once again, the most important information of the evening, call 1-888-734-7125 to make a pledge. Go to inspirehealth.ca to donate online, or text Inspire Health toll-free to 855-800-4975. And of course, the silent auction closes at 8:30. So be sure to get your last bids in for all of those fabulous items and experiences, including that beautiful Tanzanite necklace that Mi Jung is wearing. I have some fantastic news. We are currently at $140,000! Thank you! 140,000 and counting. Thank you so much for showing your love for Inspire Health. Thank you so much for supporting all of those individuals on their cancer journey. Truly, truly incredible. Keep the donations coming.
And along with the donations, it's so important to increase the awareness around Inspire Health and to support such an amazing organization. We hope that you've enjoyed your evening, and we leave you tonight with more heartwarming, inspiring music from Laurie Speed.
Yes, please enjoy, and we look forward to seeing you all next year, hopefully in person. On behalf of Mi Jung and myself, everyone, please take care, stay safe, and have a wonderful night.
I'd like to play for you a piece called The Quest. When I received my cancer diagnosis, I went on a journey to search for the answers to my health, mind, body, and spirit. I tried to capture some of that quest in my piece, simply called The Quest. We know facing a cancer diagnosis is difficult. It requires strength, courage, resilience, and determination. This piece, called Charge of the Warrior Sage, speaks to the power we all have within us to meet these challenges. And beauty is found in unexpected places. This is Charge of the Warrior Sage.